Hi, my name's Bryce. Welcome back to VHS Play, where we are playing Resident Evil 2 on the Nintendo 64 and recording it all on VHS. Last time, we got ourselves down to the sewers. Now, a bit behind the curtains here. Unfortunately, I tried to record this episode earlier today, and then I realized that the entire time I didn't have the VHS going. I forgot to hit the record button. But hey, here's the panel where we need to use our chest plugs.
Ada? I don't think I've introduced myself yet. My name's Leon. I'm with the RPD. It's a dead end.
You think we can get upstairs through this shaft? Give me a boost. I'll go and check. How cute. That little girl must have dropped this. I think I'll hold on to it for her.
So we get to play as Ada now. Something I don't think happens in the Leon A campaign is, I'm pretty sure that Ada doesn't run into Sherry there. That was closer than I would have liked. But yeah, in the Leon A scenario, you still run into Ada, and they're still split up, and you still have like this chunk that you play as Ada, and I'm fairly certain it's the same gameplay, same puzzles, everything. But you just don't have that moment where she runs into Sherry and picks up her locket, which I'm going to point out, she's now wearing that locket. Which I just think is a nice touch. Also, I'm not sure how true this is, but I swear they took that same family photo of the Birkins and put, like, I'm fairly certain that's the same photo in the new Resident Evil 2 that's on Birkin's desk. That's William Birkin. It's really hard to get like a good angle on that photo, so I can't really confirm or deny that entirely, but it looks the same. So either they've gone in and recreated it and done it up a little bit nicer, or they just took the same image that they already had on file, which honestly I like that more as just like a little quick tiny nod. Now, getting back to the differences between new Resident Evil 2 and old Resident Evil 2 in terms of the A-B scenario crossovers. this Sherry and Ada never had a chance for a crossover.
Leon, can you hear me?
Ada, did you find anything?
Right here. Think fast. Here's one more. Hey, I can't reach the ventilation hole. I'm going to have to find another way around. I'll catch up with you later.
What? Ada, wait!
Leon, come in. I found the girl, and I've cleared the wreckage that was blocking the corridor.
Got it.
Let's try that again. So yeah, New Resident Evil 2, Ada and Sherry just never cross paths, at all. So you don't have that opportunity for them to have again, crossing paths. Don't get spidered, don't get spidered. Nope. Alright. And along with that, we have this other difference where Claire just called me up and said, hey, I blew up the helicopter. That is not the way I want to go. Dang. No. Alright. But since Claire and Leon never got walkie-talkies, more dogs, that's just another opportunity where they don't have this chance for a crossover between the A and B scenarios and the new one. And that's something that made this really, really interesting, was that as I'm going through on Leon's side of things, I'm seeing... Whew. Okay, as you're doing Leon's things, you're running into these situations where Claire is solving puzzles and doing stuff, and then you just kind of get a call out of the blue saying, oh hey, you know that helicopter, it's fixed now. I've taken care of it, it's done. So the audio will show that there's a licker in this room. In fact, there's two lickers. Unfortunately, because of the having to start the recording over. You don't get to have me running around being very surprised about this fact. Dang, I used up all my bullets. I have more, don't I? I just got some from Ada. But yeah, it's just unfortunate that in the new one they don't have as many crossover sections or the ability to have one solving puzzles affecting the other. And that also stems from they generally will be solving the same puzzles throughout in New Resident Evil 2. And while they solve a lot of similar puzzles in old Resident Evil 2, they don't... there's a few splits. Yay, submachine gun. Goodbye, inventory space. There's still ammo over there. So many zombies. I love how in this nothing in this locker. In New Resident Evil 2, this room is created to be extremely similar, which is phenomenal. It's great getting to see this space in full, like, really beautiful 3D. But they actually, like, put things in the lockers this time, so it's not just like, oh, there's nothing in this locker. And it's a very, like, it's very nearly exactly the same, like, except for this corner, there's an item box, and I don't think they have the old CRT TV hanging in the ceiling, or hanging from the corner. And then I don't think they have the vaulted ceiling because there's stuff above. Nope, that's just me running out of glass. Okay. And don't have room for green herbs. Don't need them for now. Zombies. Okay. I have a very full inventory. That's the last club key door. So we're going to go on ahead. No. Alright, now we're going to go on ahead. So, something you definitely want to praise the new Resident Evil 2 for is just its zombies are incredible. Like, they are properly horrible creatures. Just flat out terrifying. I don't even know if I need this. We'll have it on anyway. Hooray! But just like the way they move is terrible. They take just way too many bullets for anything. Man on a carriage wheel, queen, king, jack, da da da. No. It's totally messed up. I swear that looks like a file I could grab. Oh, man. You know what? We're going to do something real reckless. I got hit by that dog. We're just going to use that to clear up my health because I need the inventory space to pick up something. The gear on the other side of the room. Well, hey. And we have the tyrant. Also, just something phenomenal in the new Resident Evil 2. We'll get there. I promise. As in, we'll get to talking about the tyrant. First, zombies. The zombies are slow, they're terrible, they're terrifying, they just flop all over. They're just Nope. Made it. Like, their heads are ridiculously difficult to aim at. They just take so many bullets, which makes sense because a 9mm only does so much. And yeah, it's just, they're terrible, and they take so many bullets, and they keep going down and getting back up, and you just keep being unsure if they are dead. They can break through doors and keep, like, chasing you. And something that I had never seen until I was watching somebody else and their Let's Play of it. Zombies can, like, climb over desks and across things, and it was just like, hello, Liquor. He's just like, jeez. Like, they are just properly horrifying monsters that, like, for the basic enemy of the game, and yeah, they cut down the enemy variation some in New Resident Evil 2, but, like, those zombies are just absolute masterclass enemies. Alright, let's clear up a lot of inventory space. With that, shouldn't need more than the bullets I have now. Something that you're going to miss out on because I'm not... again, I tried recording this episode before, but then forgot to, hit record. I'm not going to make the mistake of running up to the clock tower and realize I don't have the crank with the square head in order to... that I need to lower the stairs so that I can then use that gear upstairs. I forgot about these guys. Nope. Thanks, Claire. How cool is it that that happens? That Claire did something completely different, like, outside of the view of the player, and then she calls you up and says, hey, I did this thing that you as a player had done in the previous playthrough. That's just rad. That's super cool. Various trophies. No corpse of the mayor's daughter. Still a creepy Chief's diary. God, they made Chief Irons just extra awful in new Resident Evil 2. Just real dang. There. Looks like I might need to find the switch. Or find the note about the switch before I can hit the switch. Alright, that would be the note about the switch. Cool. And here we go. There's our crank that we need to go up to the clock tower. Alright, so that's not what I want to hear. Alright, there we go. So I was about to say, let's talk about the tyrant. Speak of the devil. Okay, so we're going to need to talk a bit about horror in general. So one of the things about lumbering zombies is that they are a slow creeping dread. They are just like the ever-present dread Let's not get liquored. And time to run. Perfect. So, in New Resident Evil 2, you have the zombies as this horrible, creeping dread. Whenever you run into one, it's just like this terrible confrontation of, are they dead or are they alive? What's going on? Why won't they stay dead? They provide a low-level stress. I probably got this Licker's attention, so this should be fun. Good. Still fine. When you introduce Lickers, you add this entirely new element where it's a beast, something that you need a lot of ammo, and it will devour a bunch of resources in order to take down, but you can slip by it if you stay quiet. Which not only does it rhyme, but it also is just like a really great gameplay moment of, I know there's a Licker here, I'm going to stop, I'm going to slow down, and I'm going to have to creep. And it just turns into this absolute tension. Right. So you have this just terrible tension, and it works as its own jump scare as you are slowly creeping and trying not to get attacked by this horrible beast that will just completely ruin your day. But functionally, it's a jump scare because you have to keep quiet, you're holding your own breath, you're moving very slowly, and again, we have that frame rate drop. Look at how slow. There we go. Nightclub. I had not considered this. Let's try it.
No! Get away! No!
Bummer. We have to run across the parking garage. Okay, so you have your zombies for your backdrop of dread.
Ben! Can you still hear me? Come on, answer! Damn! I don't believe this. I almost got the story. Ben. Bitter irony. The chief of police, a co-conspirator. Get that scum. Make him pay. Hang in there, Ben.
Leon.
Mail to the Chief. Have I read this before? We'll find out. To Mr. Brian Irons, Chief of Records, we have blah, 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 blah. We have lost the Mansion Lab facility due to the actions of the renegade operative Albert Wesker. Fortunately, his interference will have no lasting effects upon our continued virus research. Only our present concern... Let me try that again. Our only present concern is the presence of the remaining STARS members Redfield, Valentine, Burton, Chambers, and Vickers. There's your, canonical who lived. If it comes to light that the STARS have any evidence as to the activities of our research, dispose of them in such a manner that would appear to be purely accidental. Continue to monitor their progress and make certain their knowledge does not go public. Annette will continue to be your contact throughout this affair. William Birkin. To Chief Irons, I have deposited an amount of US $10,000 in the account for your service. For your service in this... I cannot read that line. To the account for your service this term as per our agreement. Did it. The development of the G-Virus scheduled to replace the G... I swear, I can read. T-Virus is near completion. Once completed, I am certain that I will be appointed to the member of the executive board of Umbrella Inc. It is imperative that we proceed with extreme caution. Redfield and the remaining STARS members are still attempting to uncover information on the project. Continue to monitor their activities and block all attempts to investigate the underground research facilities. We have a problem. I have received information informing me that Umbrella HQ has sent spies to recover my research on the G-Virus. There are an unknown number of agents involved. They must not be allowed to take this project away from me as it represents my entire life's work. Search the city thoroughly for any suspicious persons. Detain any such individuals by whatever means deemed necessary and contact me immediately through Annette. With these precautions, any possible threat should be eliminated. I will not allow anyone to steal my work on the G-Virus, not even Umbrella.
Where are you going, Ada?
To the chemical plant. I have a feeling that's where I'll find John.
Ada! Wait! Hey!
Leon, are you still there? We're leaving.
Are you crazy? The streets are still crawling with zombies.
It'll be all right, trust me. We found a way to the sewer. Follow us later.
Claire! Claire! Wait! Man, why doesn't anyone ever listen to me?
Forgot about that line. A miserable death. I can't help but think his plan was kind of bad. That cell was really empty. Anyway, back to horror. So your zombies act as your creeping dread and just backdrop of creepiness. Your liquors act as fundamental jump scares. And then when the tyrant shows up in New Resident Evil 2, he acts as the Terminator. The unstoppable force that just keeps coming. And all you can do and all you have to do is run. But you are now navigating puzzles and mazes under duress. So, that was not the button I wanted. Where am I going? I got a gear. I have plugs right. Where's the source? Back through the kennel. Dang it. So now you are rushing headlong through what is essentially a labyrinth, trying to figure out where you can go and how to get there, and you now have this unstoppable force that is chasing you. And along that, you have liquors placed in the middle of things that demand that you slow down. So it ends up this horrible, no-win scenario. Excuse me, dog. No. I want to go down the ladder. So you have the no-win scenario where you are running rapidly, frantically, because if you stop or if you make noise, then bad things are going to happen. Ooh, that was... Nope. Jeez. And hey, we're right back where we started. But you have this just great horror element, and it comes at a very specific time where you're starting to get your bearing on things, and zombies are becoming less of a threat. We are going to go ahead and pull out all of those chest plugs. And along with it, the first aid spray. Yeah, injured enough. So, just as you're coming to grip with everything, you suddenly have this new element that is thrown in and just completely throws everything to shambles. And it's so good. It is so good. Resident Evil 2, old and new, both just so good. I swear. Trust me. Anyway, we're going to call that there. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Bryce, this has been VHS Play, and you have yourself a lovely evening.